Hello everyone and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. This video will show you how to obtain and use this custom spawn eggs book in your Minecraft world. The custom spawn eggs uses new features in Minecraft 1.9 that will allow you to get more than the regular ones found in the creative menu. Now installation of this is really straightforward and simple. You're going to need a command block. If you don't know how to give yourself one of these, there'll be a command in the description box which you'll put into chat. And down there you can also find a link to the big commands that we're going to put inside of this thing. So you need to copy that onto your clipboard, open up the command block, press Ctrl V to paste it in, and then click on done, and then you can power this with a button and it's going to give you a book. So you can see some of the features that we have right here. We'll go through that in a moment. I do just want to mention though that this is going to be an ongoing project. So at the moment there are a couple of bugs with some of the spawn eggs that I imagine are going to get fixed in the future, so there's reasons to update for that. But also as new things get added over time and we think of more mobs that can go into this book, I'm guessing that there's going to be lots of reasons to update it. So you can see here the version is specified on this side, and then you can click up here to go to the website, and on here we'll have the latest version. So that way you'll be able to go to the website and check and see if you have the latest one. So Minecraft 1.9, you can now attach entity data to a spawn egg. This means we can get additional mobs and other things through this. For example, a wither skeleton is actually a skeleton with an extra tag. And if we right click on the ground, you can see with this egg we can actually just summon in wither skeletons, which is a lot easier than using commands. Now you can see here that we've got 64 of them. That's because if you're in survival mode it makes things a little bit easier. Now I'm hoping that this book will be useful for two groups of people. If you want to do some testing in your world, you're designing a new farm, then this should come in really handy. Or perhaps you just want to add some different type of aesthetics to your world, you know, have more than the regular mobs in there. And then hopefully a lot of this will become useful for you. But anyway, let's go through this and show you some more examples. We've got the Elder Guardian right here, we can summon that guy in. And there's some of them that we can't at the moment, and it appears to be that it's a bug. So for example, the giant right here, it's actually going to summon it in where we're standing. So this is a giant, it's an unused mob, it's basically a massive zombie. And on my clipboard I actually have the command that should work. So you can see here, spawn egg, entity tag giant, that's the name of the entity, so we can bring that into the world using a summon command. And here is the egg. It doesn't work because there isn't a default one for the giant anyway, so I would consider that a bug. Hopefully it'll get fixed in the future, and that's one of the reasons that these things are going to get updated. So if we open the book, I did have the choice of leaving this in and then hopefully it'll get updated in the future, but I thought the summon command would be a good one for now. So any of the red ones, they actually don't work, but we're using summon commands as well. So you can get in iron golems, and you know, right clicking on your book and doing this is definitely quicker than placing a lot of blocks. So that turns out to be pretty good. Now he's going for the zombie. And one last thing I wanted to mention here is the angry wolf. You can see there is a note saying aggression has changed in 1.9. So if we summon this guy near one of the wither skeletons, you'll see at first, well, that wasn't quick enough, and maybe there's a wither skeleton too close. Aggression's changed. It's no longer aggressive by default, it will be a state. So you can see here that this guy is he's fine, and when we summon a skeleton next to him, then he's going to get angry and attack. On the next page of the book we have the Tamable Mobs. You can see here we've got all 5 types of horse. Let's select the donkey and also one of the removed ones. Let's go for the undead horse. And when we spawn these guys in, you'll see they come with a saddle and they're going to be rideable straight away. So you can right click on him and run him around because he is tamed, which is really cool. Now one thing to mention about these horses is that the donkey and the mule don't come with chests, and there's a good reason for this. The way that the command book here executes commands is the same way the player would do it in chat, and there's actually a limit to how big that command can be. So once you add the chest to the donkey and the mule, unfortunately it becomes too big to use from the book here. So for that reason they're going to start without a chest attached. Now let's have a look at the cats. You can see here that we use the summon command instead of the spawn eggs. This is because the player owner doesn't work with a spawn egg, and when you summon them in, all they do is just run away. So if we do it like this, they're just going to sit in the same spot, which is pretty cool. We also have all 3 types of cat and the kitten equivalent as well, which is pretty cool. But the thing here is that I'm not the owner. You can see when I right click on these guys, I can't interact with them, although I can nudge them around, and that's because the owner at the moment is player name. Now you can make yourself the owner, but what you have to do is that big wall of text that you've got to paste into this command block, you need to go through that and search for player name and then replace it with your in-game name. That's the one that you see in chat, and then when you make your book using the command block, you'll be the owner when these are summoned in. Now what's really strange about this is it works just fine with the wolf. The wolf can actually be done through an egg, and it's summoned in with an owner, which is also player name, so you can see I can't interact with it. So let's have a look at the last few pages in the book now. These are really straightforward. On this one we have baby mobs, which is really cool. Let's grab ourselves a villager and also a pig zombie. So you can see, little villager guy right there, absolutely adorable. And you can bring these fellas in as well, which is really cool. Then on the page after it we have a few more things. You can see here we've got chicken jockeys. Unfortunately, a mob riding another one doesn't work with the spawn eggs at the moment, something I'm hoping will get fixed. So for now, you got to use the summon command like that. Below that we have the bosses. I'm not going to give you a demonstration of this because it's going to destroy our nice little world here. However, it's just using the summon command because there is no spawn egg for that type of entity. Then down the bottom here we've got some eggs for slimes. Let's get a large slime and a massive magma cube. And this just changes the size property. So the largest you'll see in the default game is 3. This one is size 8. You can see it's ridiculous. And for comparison, this one over here is jumping up into the sky straight away. That one is actually size 12. And watch it go. One last thing I'd like to mention is that these are spawn eggs, and with some of them the game likes to add like additional properties. For example, that guy is a villager, this guy's got armor on, and yeah, it can be randomized a little bit because of that. Anyway, that's it from me this video. And if you've got any suggestions for things to go in this book, we will be updating it over time, so feel free to leave those suggestions down there in the comment box. And if you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like. It does help out the channel a tremendous amount. And if you're not subscribed and you enjoyed this video, then be sure to subscribe for more awesome tutorials. You can find a playlist down there in the description box to the 200 or more that I've done so far here in Minecraft. Anyway, that's it from me this video. As always, thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.